And here we see broken yellow lines. So what does this mean? Broken yellow lines indicate a bus stop. All right. So when you see those broken yellow lines, you must be prepared to stop when you see a bus coming or pulling over to a stop, or if it's clear, you can go through it. So this is an example where we can do this in Davao and in the Philippines when we need some areas where you drop off passengers from a public transport like jeepneys or buses or private cars stopping to unload something. Okay, so here we come to the end of a bike lane. So what must we do when we come to this point? We actually have two options. All right, so the first option would be to go straight through, stay on the road, proceed to the end of the lane and merge with vehicle lane, indicating with the hand signal to the right. Alright, so that's the first option. Number two is to leave the lane and navigate left towards the bike path indicated with that red section over there. So here I am taking option 2, which is leaving the road. So I'll show you how to navigate this option 2. So I'm leaving the road. I am going to turn left and move over to the bike path from the bike lane. So here I am going into this corner, and I am going to make myself sure that it's safe to cross the street. And I'm here now across the street, and I am going to rejoin the bike lane over here. So as you can see, I am back on the bike lane and I'm entering this lane with broken yellow lines. So that's how I navigate from the end of the bike lane, taking option 2. Alright, so that is how I make that option. I will show you later how we take option 1. So that's option 2. And here I come to another end of the lane. And this time I'm taking option 1, which is to stay on the road. So I'm making my hand signal to the right to let the vehicles behind me know that I am staying on the road, and I'm going to traverse to crossing this intersection, and I'm going ahead. There's no bike lane here, but I'm going straight, indicating that I am staying on the road. So that is option 1. And I'm showing you another example of that bus stop with the broken yellow lines. So now I'm showing you a bike lane in between two regular lanes. So this is a potential area of conflict which we are going to tackle in the next episode. And now, as you can see, there are vehicles on my right. I have to ride safe. There's a bus right there closing in on my bike lane, and I am going to exit this bike lane going through this bike path. Alright, so that's where I am heading to. And this is something that I like in Perth. There's bike shelters on train stations where you can leave your bike safely. So this sign says cyclist dismount, so it means if you're heading to a highly populated area like train stations, you have to get off your bike.
We're now going to a different kind of bike path here. It's a dedicated bike path, so it's going to be 2 lanes, so it's going to be a different one from the one I've shown you earlier.
Okay, so notice at this point I got this sign which says give way, so I am hitting that particular section where I'm about to enter the bike path But I have to make sure that before I enter the bike path, the road is clear for me to enter. There's no cyclist around going to the straight direction, which I should give way, right? So here I have to make sure that it's safe to get through. Now, this is the bike path. Roomy, well paved, magnificent. This is the best place ever to ride. Okay, so as you can see, there are two lanes here, one going to that direction and the other on the opposite direction. And on my right, there's a freeway. So here I am freely riding through this bike path. It's really amazing how Perth put this all up together and making sure the infrastructures are in place for cyclists to enjoy riding. So again, you can see how wide this bike path is, and it's safely secured from moving vehicles. It's the best you can have.
What's really good about Perth is they really take care of the cyclists. So they have provisions for bike lanes, as I have shown you earlier. And this the provision for a bike path, very roomy, and it stretches from one point of Perth to the other side. You can even take your kids right here. It's safe, and there's plenty of room for everyone. You can ride abreast, and there's a demarcation line in the middle, so two lanes. So definitely one of the future plans that Davao may consider is making a provision like this for a dedicated bike path for cyclists.